Drafting legislation and the court rules? Yeah. Now, um, Brent and Judge Rohr and Judge Ken Williams would say they're practicing law. They are elected judges, court commissioners. But when you make fraudulent statements, it actually isn't the practice of law. Now, for every judge, yes, and every justice of the United States that realizes, right, this is a forgery. Yes. Anytime you use a forgery, it is not the practice of law when issuing court orders. It's an actual crime. Now, I told you about this. Yes. Now, this thought, yes, that every judge and justice of the United States can know about fraud. See, it is not the practice of law. Yes. When the sheriff's department on or before the next day doesn't serve me, but 2 weeks later they serve me in the Squim Public Library, you are obligated to enforce the court order as it says. There's no discretion. There's no exceptions. See, the actual practice of law requires that the order has to be executed as it is written. Now, we talked a little bit about the dissolution of marriage. Yes. Where you say that you're practicing law as the Superior Court Judge of Clallam County. Yes. You're an attorney. You are elected to office. Yes. But it can't be the practice of law when you don't enforce the requirements of the law. Yes. See, even though you're sitting there, you got a robe on, pooch, you're going to work every day. If you don't enforce the requirements of law, you are not practicing law. The actual practice of law right now. I will actually put in prison every judge and justice that has any knowledge of any judge. Yes, saying that they're practicing law when they're not, because the practice of law is the actual enforcement of court rules. It is the enforcement of the requirements of the law. It's the legislation that the individual states and the federal government have passed so that you can say you're practicing law when you're sitting as a judge. Now, I can prove in a court of law, yes, that when you issue a dissolution of marriage where none of the actual Superior Court rules, you are not practicing law. You're not practicing law. You're arbitrarily making decisions based upon your own perceptions of whatever it was you were doing at that moment. The practice of law means the enforcement of the law, doing what the law requires, yes, and enforcing the requirements of the rules of the Superior Court of this great nation right now.